On that fateful Saturday, I decided against my better judgment to pick the topic that was staring me down and taunting me. Yes, I decided on anal sex as my topic of discussion. I couldn't bear to even tell my sister as I was so embarrassed. However, partly due to this culture of shame, there is a lot of ambiguity surrounding this sexual practice. So I'll be sharing my thoughts on this topic as a 20-something Muslim female at sexual prime. Anal sex. Sexual activity involving penetration of the anus. In other words, taking it up the arse. Anal sex can often raise a few eyebrows and also tickle a few parts. The ever-increasing popularity and normalisation of sex in the butt, thank you Urban Dictionary, is something which I find puzzling yet also a bit titillating. With many religions and cultures heavily discouraging the practice, it is no wonder it can be called a fetish. And as humans, it can be quite invigorating doing something that you know you shouldn't be. As a young Muslim female, I knew I might eventually come across this issue at some point in my marriage, so I felt it would be better to enter the situation prepared. Well, as prepared as I could be. Unsurprisingly, when embarking on my research, I found the question of anal sex being permissible in Islam having been asked quite a lot. The slow advent of readily available free porn of all genres is probably one of the reasons for it. Positions and sexual fetishes that people probably never knew existed are now all readily available on the big screen. Oh, and I think people are a lot bolder now. I think it's like cool or something. Surprisingly, the two main sects of Islam had slightly different opinions. Sunni Islam heavily discouraged the practice, including the use of fingers and toys to penetrate the anus, calling it forbidden. On the other hand, two scholars I had come across of the Shia sect have said it's permissible as long as the wife consents to it. The basis for this being that man and wife are permitted to derive all kinds of sexual pleasures from one another. Seems legit. With that being said, the majority of Shia scholars actually forbid the act, so there is only a small minority that would actually deem it permissible. My advice, make sure you follow the right sheikh.